Look at this. There are 2,659 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I want to give a few shout outs to my trading group. CBC, thank you so much. I'm up $13,000 this week. Your group's amazing. I made $47,000 in April because of your setups. This person's up 2,400, 1,500, 647%. This person doubled my money after a phone call that we had just yesterday. This person said, I woke up and I had 73% gains in data. Thank you. I woke up with 58% gains while I was sleeping. Another $1,000. That's $4,000 in 7 days. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. If you came into cryptocurrency to make life-changing money, to get ridiculously rich, I want you to subscribe to the channel right now. I'm going to keep you up to date daily on everything that's important to make you a ton of money. News that moves the markets. Important technical analysis ideas for Bitcoin, free altcoin setups, jumping right into the market today in crypto. Did you hit that like button yet? Trying to get a like spike going. Bitcoin at 92.38. Bitcoin climbing higher. Now, let's dive into this. So you've got this falling wedge on the 4-hour time frame. Technically, this is a bullish reversal pattern. You know, there's a chance that based on this breaking to the upside, the bulls could see, 10,000 again. Okay, now you do have a smaller rising wedge. If we zoom in to the 30-minute time frame, this is a rising wedge. This is potentially a bearish pattern, 68% chance that it breaks to the downside. You can see down here on the RSI, you've got this rising wedge as well. There's a school of traders that believes that the patterns on the RSI are more valid than the price action. So again, will we see another move to the downside and then a bounce, and this will make a double bottom? Possibly. You do have a bearish MACD cross that happened previously on the 30-minute time frame. Now it's possible you could get a bounce here at support. This kind of looks a little bit inverse head and shoulders, complex inverse head and shoulder-ish. Okay, some type of reversal pattern. I want you to show you this important trend line that I've added here. So you can see that you've got plenty of touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So essentially, this could be some type of triangle here, an ascending triangle. You could build a bullish case. It's real important to understand there's a bullish case and a bearish case. You got to go in front of the judge and say, Judge, here's the facts. Here's what you know. You got to remain unbiased in this market. So it's real important, kind of see the market from both sides. And wherever you can build a stronger case, there's a higher probability that you get that type of break or outcome on these patterns. So again, essentially, Bitcoin's been just ranging, chop, chop, chop. I got to give a couple shout outs to my trading group. This gentleman, he emailed me today and he said, in the month of June, I increased my Bitcoin holdings by 22%. I had gains between 2%, where he slid his stop loss up to above break even, and as much as 110% on ERD, 110% gains. What was Bitcoin doing? Chop, chop, chop. Now, this person in ERD as well said, I made 0.18 Bitcoin. First successful trade. Again, most people come into the group and they're holders. They've never traded before, and it's really empowering to see them, be able to buy and then sell a coin. I mean, selling takes practice. This person stated, you work so hard for us, Chris. This is all I do, right? YouTube, group, eat, sleep, repeat, gym when I can. Now, this person made in 2 months $22,000, $22,300. Life-changing money. Next person, you've changed my life and I thank you for the knowledge. No matter what you do in life, you have to have a plan in place, right? You have dreams, you have goals, you have aspirations, and you've got to cross this bridge in order to get there, right? The thing is, if you just stand there on the other side of the bridge and don't even attempt to cross it, if you don't push yourself every day to cross this bridge, if you don't push yourself for more every single day, there's a lot of people that reach out to me and they're like, Chris, I don't have a job right now. I don't know what to do. Like, you have to be able to pivot in life. You have to be able to make changes. We're humans. We're very good at overcoming obstacles, difficulties, and change. The goal is not to sit on the bank on the other side of this bridge and dream on what's across the bridge. You know, I want to push you guys to cross the bridge, push you guys to want more out of life, push you guys to make changes, push you guys out of your comfort zone and not to settle for things that you think, well, hey, this is good enough. Don't say, hey, don't settle for good enough. We live one time. We have to push ourselves. This cryptocurrency in general is the biggest financial opportunity of our lifetimes, no matter what you're doing. If you're studying tiny altcoin, coins, if you're studying Bitcoin chart patterns, if you're watching YouTube channels, whatever amount of knowledge you can gain in this space, you will reap benefits for a lifetime. So PundiX merchants can now sell crypto via PayPal. PundiX up 25%. PundiX has been one of these coins that has been kind of a disappointment for most. You know, it's had some upside, but you know, these coins over time, I really feel like the hype factor is real important in cryptocurrency. You know, these coins, before they're actually developed, before they're actually out there, before they're actually working products, the teams paint this picture of, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we want to do. This is what, and that's a lot easier to paint that picture. And that picture that gets painted before it actually happened actually moves the price more. PundiX has had a lot of downside, so has most of crypto. These new projects, as they come out, they're hot, and you get this hype. You buy that hype, and there's amazing upside when these coins are new. These smaller and microcap coins that probably aren't, they're not on Coinbase. They may not even be on Binance. You have to go off the beaten path to grab some of these gems. These gems, they're in the mud. You got to go kind of where places normally where people don't like to go. You go into these smaller exchanges. You know, is this a legitimate exchange? Is this coin going to just fail? Is this team going to disappear? Is this just a cash grab? The point is this: higher risk, higher reward. So be smart about this. But PundiX, good to see some price movement and positive price action for PundiX. Annual interest rates by platform. Crypto.com's paying out a bunch of interest. Bitfinex a little bit too. What I really want to touch on here, Lend, Nexo, Compound. What I really want to touch on here is you're staking or holding these coins, these interest rates, and that's great. You know, 1, 2, 5, 7, 10% is great. But if these coins are trending lower, you're losing money, right? So don't get caught up in these, staking rewards or these payouts now. Hey, you know what? If you're staking the stable coin down here, it pays the most money. 10% on Nexo, 10% on Celsius, almost 12%. So hey, stable coins, stake them. If the market was trending higher day after day, week after week, month after month, it's different. Then you're holding coins that have a ton of upside. So I just want to kind of put this out there. It seems real obvious, like you don't want to necessarily hold coins in downtrends. The scam of the day. I think I'm going to have a segment every single day just talking about these crypto scams. This person got an email. She reached out to me and she said, this is a scam I got, Chris, just so you guys know what's going on. Oh, you got a Bitcoin in your balance. You got a receipt. In order to receive your Bitcoin, your confirmation is required. Expires in 72 hours. You got a Bitcoin. Better hurry up. There's no free money in crypto. WRX. So I talked to you about this before, and I want to show you this setup. Looks like it's possibly ready to bust, to pop. WRX, they've got a coin burn on July the 4th, which is coming up soon. Also, they announced that you can move USDT, Bitcoin, BNB, WRX between your Binance and Wazirx wallet instantly for 0 fees. So again, working with Binance. And so again, gosh, barely get this out to you guys. It's already starting to bust out. I posted in group and it's exploding. So listen, broke above the 200 simple moving average. When that happens, when the price action breaks above the 200 and then it retests it, okay, so you can expect some upside here. Look what happened here. Price action broke above the 200, upside, huge upside, right? go back down here. It would be right here. It would be breaking above the 200, huge upside. All right, so this is your bull run indicator. Well, it's really a good indicator of a strong bullish uptrend, but bull run indicator sounds good. But again, you want the price action to be above the 200. Again, you're talking about staking coins, like that's a good indicator as far as when to stake them. When the price action is maintaining above the 200, simple, especially on the daily time frame. Kyber network, I talked to you guys about this. This thing is on fire. So July the 7th, Kyber DAO is going to go live. So again, you've got DeFi, HOT, Catalyst, and Kyber DAO are going live July the 7th. There's some upside ahead for this one. KNC, we're buying this in the group back on 5/9. About 2 months ago. And you can see Kyber's up 107%. You got this double bottom here. Double bottom. See it? Double bottom. Double bottom. Boom. Move to the upside. Pretty amazing. Yeah, so Kyber trying to do something now. Keep an eye on this. I'm not saying, hey, buy now. I'm saying you got to buy. It's all about finding the right entry. You do have a bullish MACD cross on the 12-hour that's previous. So keep an eye on Kyber. Wuhan company at the center of one of the biggest fake gold scandals. So they're accused of using fake gold to obtain more than $4 billion in loans. Who does that? So this is King Gold Jewelry. They issued about 83 tons of alleged gold valued at $4.2 billion, which is equivalent to 22% of the country's gold as collateral to obtain loans from at least 14 Chinese moneylenders and trust banks. Except the gold in the bars is suspected of being copper, gilded copper. Got them. Got to be more careful. Listen, anytime I see anything in crypto, this is obviously not crypto related, but anytime I see where they're trying to tie gold to it, it's just like scam red flag. Scam red flag. Anytime, because why do you need to back something in crypto with gold? The idea of gold backed anything kind of builds that trust factor. They're like, people are, oh yeah, it's backed by gold. It must be. But then you find out it's actually gilded copper, and the crypto plummets. Washington, D.C. lawyers can accept crypto as payment for services. So the bar said, hey, it's not unethical for lawyers to accept cryptocurrency as long as the fee is reasonable, and lawyers can safeguard that it's virtual property. Basically saying that the payment of fees in crypto is more like payment in property than payment in fiat. Cryptocurrency is ultimately a relatively new means of transferring economic value. Agreed. Pretty big, the bar. Vitalik Buterin says Ethereum will scale to 100,000 transactions per second. Needs to hurry up. Ethereum's prices, transaction fees are going up. Transactions, I've got a BitPay card, and I tried to load some Ethereum on it quite a few times, and it says, hey, the fees are too high. The fees are too high. So Vitalik, in a new tweet, he said, we're going to switch to Ethereum 2.0. It's not going to happen overnight, but eventually it's going to lead the network to scaling with capabilities to handle 100,000 transactions per second. He said ETH2 scaling for data is going to be available before ETH2 scaling for general computation. This implies that rollups will be the dominant scaling paradigm for at least the next couple of years. So 2,000 to 3,000 transactions per second with ETH as data layer 1, and then 100,000 transactions per second with ETH version 2 phase 1. So again, the date at which this is actually going to happen, ETH version 2, is just not really clear yet. Market wrap. As traditional markets rally, Bitcoin gets boring. Traditional markets rally, not quite. It's pretty flat, kind of red. I mean, overall, yeah, I get it. They've rallied considerably. Bitcoin is just consolidating. I mean, Bitcoin had a run up from $4,000 to $10,000. I mean, yeah, it's consolidating. That's what Bitcoin does. After big moves, moves sideways forever. SBI invests $30 million into B2C2, which is the largest proclaimed market maker in XRP. Market makers, and I just want to make sure you understand this, it's an individual market participant or member firm of an exchange. They also buy and sell these cryptos for themselves. So they essentially tighten the spread. They provide liquidity. So constantly they're like buying and selling. So people a lot of times will blame everything on the whales. These are most of the time market makers that are involved in a lot of these price fluctuations. So market makers, they charge a spread on the buy and sell price, right? So they're making money small amounts each way. Traditional markets, here are some of the firms that are large market makers. Morgan Stanley, Jane Street, Susquehanna, UBS, Winterflood Securities, so large. A lot of them are banking institutions as well. Again, So just know that there's manipulation in this space, and then a lot of it is really designed to manipulate the price so that the spreads are tighter, so that you don't want to. You ever go on a smaller exchange, put in a sell order, and you have to sit there for a day, or even any of these smaller centralized exchanges, real small centralized, where there's such big spread, like you're like, dude, I would take a 10% loss if I sell it right now. So you just have to sit and wait because the spreads aren't very tight. Cardano price surges 12% on the Shelly upgrade rollout. Cardano's long-awaited Shelly upgrade has begun. And the ADA cryptocurrency is now trading at prices not seen since June of last year. ADA finally hits the same price it did last year. Let's dissect this. They're excited because ADA is the exact same price as it was last year. Awesome. Anytime I make an investment in anything, I don't want to have a bunch of stale money just sitting there doing nothing. If you are sitting in these top 20 coins, like, yeah, ADA's got some upside. Shelly's rolling out. There's going to be a hype factor. It's going to run up and it's going to sell off, right? These cryptos do that, right? They run up, people take profits, and they sell off. What I encourage you to do is take profits on this stuff, guys. Like, who wants to sit in a coin for a year and not make any money? Finally, here it is, finally. Like, people are really excited. They've been taking losses all year, and finally they have their head above water again. And then they're like, get super excited when it pumps, and then it sells off, and they don't take profits, and then they're right back where they started from. Now, when the bull run is ready, you'll see month after month after month gains, and things change, right? Confirmed uptrends on the higher time frames is different than this type of market that we see right now for these altcoins. The stage is set for the largest cryptocurrency explosion of our lifetimes. Demand for Tether has driven USDT market cap above $10 billion. Remember, you got Grayscale Bitcoin Trust they're buying more Bitcoin than the miners can mine. Listen, we're going to look back at this and we're going to think, well, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I see that there's $10 billion sitting on the sidelines ready to either pump this market, or if there's a big sell-off, be a safe haven for crypto investors, crypto holders, crypto traders, right? So there's all this money ready to jump right into the market, potentially jump right out of the market. Now, we're going to, like I said, there's a ton of upside in the future as far as this market goes. Do we have one more move lower? Are we going to, is Bitcoin going to pull back to 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 and then take off? But what we do know is we're a lot closer to that life-changing money than we were 2 years ago. These market cycles are just part of it. So I'm glad to be here with you guys to kind of guide you and experience this bull run we've got ahead of us. So again, thank you for that. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.